I've already taken the exterior photos of the car, the still photos. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and we'll do some paint meter measurements here. And the meter that I'll be using, it's an electromagnetic paint meter, and it reads to the thousandths of an inch. And so we'll go ahead and dial in. We'll see where we see some body filler or where I can get some metal readings as well. So starting off with the right fender, we can see some chips here, here right at the nose area, right? The chrome here on the fender, or the side marker here, is peeling, so that's going to need attention. I also like to just kind of do a light tap of the components here, make sure nothing falls off. So just a little rattly, but still secured, right? Here, looking at the fascia still here, I know I saw some blistering here. I think they mentioned it as well. Here's some right here. So depending on how the light is and the shade, sometimes it's difficult to see, but right here in this area. So let's start off with some paint meter measurements, and also let's note that the hood alignment is off significantly here, real tight on the right side versus the left side. So I'm going to look at this structurally as well. You know, I was going to do it anyways, but even more so. 19.7, those are those high readings that I'd mentioned. Probably an indication of body filler there. So, yeah, no readings there. Again, on the fender, 19.7. So we're getting a reading here, 18 thousandths of an inch, and then probably more body filler down there. So it's kind of showing me that it's just caked on with body filler. Here we can see some blemishes here, probably from buffing it out. Windshield wipers, I still need to check if that works. And while I'm here at this angle, I like to look at the dash as well. And I'll be looking at it from the inside. While I'm here looking at the windshield, don't see any obvious big cracks or chips, other than this, the one looks pretty small there. But that seems to be the worst of it. Got the VIN tag right there. Also got the still photo, and I'll verify the other numbers as well. Looking at the left front wheel, here we got the rims. I got the stamps on the rim already, and I like to get a shot of the wheel well while I'm down here. And what I try to do is I try to capture as many different angles as possible. Sometimes I won't see something on the first pass, second pass, and sometimes even, but by the time I go through the third pass, usually I've pretty much seen everything. Also, while I'm here, I like to look at the side shot of the panels, checking for any obvious waviness or dings or dents that I didn't pick up while I was looking at it straight on. All right, there's some chips here, chips there. Door panel alignment looks decent right there. Outside mirror, just some minor little chips there. Doesn't look too bad. Wing window looks decent around the seal. I gotta roll up the window still to inspect the glass and make sure there's no scratches or delamination. Here on the roof, 7.5, 18.5, 7.5, and 7. I also like to run my hand across to see if I feel any unevenness. There is a light coating of dust, so the paint is feeling a little rougher than if it were recently washed or polished. Again, I don't feel any rippling when I come down here. Just a little bit here in this channel area. I think that's more on the bright work. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Here at the door, I'm unable to open it from the outside, but it does open from the inside here. Let's just get a quick. You see how it closes. So it doesn't close now, but once I push the handle down a little bit and then kind of reset it, and then it stays nice and secured. Panel fit right here is just slightly raised here on this side here, and then looking at the quarter panel, right, we'll get some more paint meter readings. We got 19.7.
You really have to push this in hard.
Is that what it is? Okay. All right, 19.7, right? And then looking at the rear glass, looking at the defroster lines, I don't see any obvious breaks in there. No signs of lamination or any cracks. Looking at the parcel shelf here area. There's that. And then looking at the rear. Chrome looks good. Lenses, I got the nice close-ups of the numbers here, so we'll take a look at that later. Panel alignment is off here in the trunk. Well, 13.5, 11.5, 19.7. Okay. 19.7. I forgot to get the shot of the wheel well here. Okay. There we go. And I still have to review that video later on myself. Okay. Take a look at the right panels. We'll do from top to bottom. Right. Get some readings here. 19.7. Yeah, so this thing is caked on with Bondo. 19.7. And here you can see the doors kicked out as well. Here, looking at the right rear wheel well area. Here, looking at the glass, looks like it's in decent shape. Here we can see where it's not completely sealed. And see how this door opens and closes. Okay, so it may be locked. I haven't tried opening it yet, so I'll have to check to see if it's locked. Let's get some door readings. 16, 15, 19.7. Yeah, the body filler here in this area too. Right fender, 21, 11, 19, yep, body filler. Okay, and then let's take another look at the wheel well area. All right, final view. Revise the video. Dino here came out here and showed me that it just takes a little bit more effort when opening this door, so I can open it from out here. I just got to put a little arm into it, and it is open, and it closes without having to go from the inside. So again, little bit, and then close. I've had the engine running for about a good maybe 8-10 minutes now, and what I want to check for now is to see how the exhaust looks. So far, I just see some moisture condensation coming out. Don't see any smoke. Nothing consistent, like puffing, which I would suspect maybe a blown head gasket or something, but no. As of right now, it just looks like condensation. I also had Dino back up the car. I wanted to see if the taillights work. I didn't see no taillights. I didn't see no reverse lights, but I still have to check all the lights myself. Taking a quick look at the instrument cluster again. RPM is floating around with the 750 or so. Out mileage is 90,276. And we'll see what that temperature gauge does, and fuel gauge is just above a quarter. Talked to Ken. He said he put some gas in here about 3 months ago, so that's not old if you ask me. So and then we got oil pressure there just around, I don't know, 25, 30, somewhere around there. Moving back to the engine bay area. So again, it's been running for a while. Brake fluid looks like it's at its proper level there. Don't hear any exhaust noise. The belt, I still need to analyze to see if that's still it's cracked or not. I'll see if I can still open this without this thing blowing up in my face. Hopefully that's just the worst of it right there. Hold on here, and what I want to check for here is any signs of cross contamination, which I don't see any oil in the coolant. I don't see any bubbling either, so that's a good sign internally. All right, we can get that back on there. And let's see if I can still open this up here. And what I want to look for here are any signs of smoke. I don't see any smoke coming out. That looks pretty good. All right. Let's put that back on. Okay. When I first started the engine, it almost sounded like a diesel. So it was kind of noisy as far as like a heavy knocking noise. As it warms up, that noise is now dissipated somewhat, but it's still apparent there. I got the tag information there. I try to get as many numbers as possible on the alternator. I've already checked the oil. Oil's pretty old. I can smell fuel in the oil, so it's probably ran rich at some point. So it definitely would need an oil change. Looking at the pulleys, they look great. I checked the front engine bay area for any signs of impact. That was pretty straightforward. And also, it looks like I was able to get the engine number down there. I had to be really careful because the wires are really brittle. I'd already this wire here had already gotten disconnected. I was digging my hand down there, so I really had to be careful. Here's a quick view here, and then I'll rev it up a little bit. All right. Okay. Moving on. So I've already driven the car already about a mile or two already. So I'm just gonna kind of go through the gears. Sorry about that. That's my driving actually. I'm waiting for a car to pass me up. But I'm going through first, second, and third without an issue there. Ken told me already, he familiarized myself with shifting. It doesn't like fast shifts, but so long as I go nice and slow, I don't hear any grinding whatsoever, and downshifting is not an option. There is a rattle noise, but it's coming from the cigarette lighter or the ashtray. There is a rough ride, kind of a vibration, but I know when I looked at the tires, they look pretty old, so it may be coming from that. If I had to pick something, right? But I've already gone through all the gears, first, second, third, fourth, and this is gonna be fifth gear right now. And again, without an issue, I don't feel any slipping of the clutch. When I step on the brakes, which I'll do here in a second, and it stops, let's see here. It stops somewhat straight. It just veers slightly to the right, but there is some crowning. But what I'm looking for is for the wheels to lock up, or hopefully they don't lock up. So that was good there. Here's a quick look at the gauges to see where we're at right now. And the oil pressure gauge, I don't see anything happening there. I remember seeing a wire disconnected, so again, it doesn't let me downshift unless I slow down even more. I'm gonna go and continue the road test, and I'll be sure to note if I find anything else.